you. A few years ago, I built a business which was probably a bit of a dream. Built a life coach training company, and within 15 months, we'd done well over £500,000 in revenue. I had a team, had a business partner, and we had a business that had me working only a few days a month, and everything seemed great. But let me ask you a question. Have you ever had a time in your life where on the outside everything seems great, but on the inside you feel like something's actually missing? Well, on the outside, that business seemed like it was great, but actually on the inside things were not good. You see, on the inside I was unhappy. On the inside, what was going on at home is Satty and I were at loggerheads. We had conflict, we were arguing. I was starting to get almost jealous for no unnecessary reason. And I was not in a good place. My health wasn't good. There was a point during one of my events where I collapsed from heat exhaustion and things were not good. And so one of the things I've learned about success, and let me kind of give you a bit of a what happened next first, is one of the things I've learned in life is that sometimes we need to hit a bit of a rock bottom for us to reflect and to realize maybe what needs to change. And as a result of that, what came out of that is I went and started therapy. What came out of that is I joined a men's group, a men's circle, which is a space for men to just talk about feelings and emotions. I definitely was missing like a brotherhood type vibe in my life. I rejoined the church. I got baptized, started to meditate, and slowly but surely my marriage started to become better than it's ever been. We became pregnant with our second child, Zen, and my life isn't far from perfect, but what I've come to learn, great saying that I love, and I must say it multiple times a week, Tony Robbins says success without fulfillment is the ultimate failure. And what I've come to realize is sometimes in life we get what we need, not what we want. You see, I wanted to build this business. I wanted to build the business that I dreamed of. But once I built it, I realized it wasn't what I needed. At an unconscious level, I sabotaged that business because I wasn't emotionally ready for it. And so what I've come to realize is that sometimes if we get something, but we're not emotionally ready, then it can actually do us more harm than good. It's a bit like, if you've ever heard that, and forgive me, I'll probably butcher the numbers on this, but there is a statistic that shows that I think it's about 65% of people that win the lottery lose that money within a number, I don't know what the number is, but it's within a number of years. That's a huge number. Why is that? The reason is probably because psychologically they haven't got an identity that matches that level of wealth. So because their identity doesn't match that level of wealth, their central nervous system wants to reject it. Because all of a sudden, perhaps the people around them that they love, their nearest and dearest, don't also have that level of wealth. And maybe perhaps they judge them for that. Maybe make it seem like they're a bad person for now, oh, you're all about the money now, right? I'm sure many of those people had that line thrown at them. So of course, they're going to sabotage that. They're going to push that away because they obviously don't want to change their interpersonal relationships if they're truly people that they love. I mean, I wouldn't want that level of wealth if it meant that it cost me my marriage or cost me my relationship with my kids. Who would? So this is what I mean, that sometimes in life we get what we want, but we don't always get what we need. And so what I've come to learn is that sometimes success isn't the thing that we need. You see, at that stage of my life, as I built that business, what I've come to realize on reflection is there was a lot of processing under the surface that hadn't been done that needed to be done. There was a lot of healing that needed to be done that hadn't been done. There was a lot of judgment for me, towards myself and towards other people. There was a lot of anger still in my body. There was a lot of resentment still in my body. And I needed to start to work on that. And I'm not sitting here now recording this video telling you that I've got everything figured out and I'm perfect all of a sudden. That's not what I'm saying. My life isn't perfect. I'll never try and pretend that it is. This video is not perfect. I've not even got a microphone on for this particular video. The sound's probably not good. And if you're judging me for the quality of this video, well, partly shame on you, because no one's perfect. And anybody that tries to present themselves in a way that gives off the idea that they are, sometimes the reason that they're doing that is because they're afraid. They're afraid that if they do something, that another human being may invalidate it. And for too long, I would only do something if I thought it was going to be perfect or if it was going to be received well. Oh, I can't do a video today because I haven't got the right mic. Can't do a video today because I'm not in my fancy podcast studio. And what I've now come to realise is actually the best thing that we can sometimes do is to just do the thing that we know in our intuitive centre feels like it's what we need. And it's funny because when I do these videos now, I used to do these videos years ago, miles more motivation. I used to do them in my kitchen every day. And we had quite a lot of people that would watch those videos. But actually those videos were just a performance. And they weren't natural, and they were more about charisma than they were about congruence. They were more about pumping myself up than they were about being aligned. And one of the things I've come to realize is that alignment is really important, right? Like I don't mind admitting this, that as I'm doing this video right now, I'm kind of thinking, what else do I want to say? Like, what if I run out of things to say? Then that will be the end of the video. And if that is the end of the video, who cares? Because if we were in a conversation right now, then I'd say something and then you'd say something. And so what I've come to realize is that sometimes we can like overcomplicate, we can overthink. That's probably been one of my biggest things in my life, is I've thought too much. They may hear that and think, well, surely thinking's a good thing. I've learned there's a difference between thinking and rumination. Rumination is fear-based, anticipation of what may go wrong. That's not good, that's not healthy. Most of my life has been rumination, right? Oh, I wonder if I do this video in my hotel room in Leicester without a microphone on, without a proper plan, is it going to get received well? Are people going to like it? Are people going to judge me for it? What are people going to think? That's rumination, right? Good thinking is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to record a video because I'm feeling inspired. I'm just off stage. I'm in the right state. I'm just going to put 1 or 2 notes together and then I'm just going to record. And I'm just going to speak from the heart rather than over preparing and over performing the way that I used to do with those videos years ago. I had loads of notes and it was a big performance and many people loved them. But I didn't ever really feel like they were serving people. They were just a big ball of energy that wasn't really aligned. So, this video is not me telling you don't strive to succeed, but it's kind of my way of saying, as you climb the ladder of success, make sure you've got it leaning against the right wall. Make sure you've got it, and make sure that as you climb, that every rung, you just turn around to make sure that the people that you love are climbing with you. That doesn't mean they need to be an entrepreneur like you, but just make sure they're with you. Because if you climb the ladder of success and you get to the top, only to turn around and realize that the people that you love are not with you, is that really success? Is that really the point? Everybody knows someone who succeeds in life but is not happy. That definitely has been me. Definitely has been me. So, going back to the original quote from Robbins, success without fulfillment is the ultimate failure. Make sure as you embark on what you're embarking on that you've got your house in order. And by house in order, I actually mean your emotional home. Make sure you're exercising, make sure you're meditating, make sure if you're a person of faith that you're praying, and if you're not a person of faith, just make sure that you're taking the time to allow yourself the space to just process life, to be grateful for what you've already got, not what you don't have. Because I think that is what makes a great life. Hey, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, feel free to share it with somebody that you know that you think would benefit and would appreciate the video. And I'll see you next time. Take care. Goodbye.